to time to put into practice. Let's go for it. Now, yes, open test number one. Let's be very
I
quickly.
opened it.
The opening paragraph suggests was most probably preceded by. Let's go.
I think it's a sleepless night.
So how did you know it's asleep at night?
Because they mentioned sleep and the sun,
Sleep
and
and
they said retired to rest.
so that this means, but I don't think so.
Oh, no, no.
Remember, preceded by. So what happened before this point?
Wormster, I don't see anything happened before.
Try to guess. So he said the first paragraph, so you should read to the end, but very quickly. Now let's go to check the answers. What is exactly explaining in this paragraph? This is a question. We don't test you for idioms or something not mentioned, already
Yes,
mentioned.
Mr.
So,
I think it's an undefined, an unidentified illness.
what is the information about that?
With all the restless symptoms, a fever, and perhaps the very distemper which physicians mean.
So that is right. But the question
Yes.
preceded by. So what could happen before that? Before the illness, what could be? It could be an upsetting incident.
Yes.
The problem about cause and effect. If I am sick now, so what happened before?
An
Something.
incident.
That is the point. But dispute with Germans not related. Sleeplessness not related to the illness. So it is an upsetting incident. Feel it? With the
Yes.
problem, expect what happened before. As we're asking you about what could be after the conclusion of something. Cause and effect question. Now for presentical remark, let's read.
The narrator's parenthetical remark, if they mean anything, in line 11, can be best described as a comment on. مستخدم.
So now let's find what does it describe or what is the main idea in this part. If they mean anything, that means they don't care about her.
Yes, they're talking about the physicians.
So the problem is, if you don't know it means pretentiousness, you can check the
No.
answer. Do you have lack of medical knowledge? It's about the doctors, physicians, not her.
Yes.
That means it is wrong. The seriousness of Sophia's malady. So,
No.
Sophia, physicians' incompetence means they lack knowledge, they are not confident,
No.
arrogance of some physicians. Are we
No.
talking- Or are we talking about pretentiousness of doctors? And what means
Yes.
pretentiousness? It means they have no confidence. This is means the narrator or the narrator, has no confidence in the physician. So they try to explain their ignorance with high sounding words. So he mentioned strong words about their ignorance. You feel it? That is right. So A, it is supported in this line. As I told you, always you ask about the content in the lines. Now, the phrase. This is a question test you for paraphrasing. What do you understand about this part? Her mistress would not suffer. Let's go to read.
Okay, Mister.
Now we jump to a question. Help. Of course, there is no any disrespect. Relax. Sophia unusually self-sufficient.
No.
The word sufficiency of life here. Sophia was a kindly has a kindly disposition, maybe.
No.
Disposition,
Yes.
the nature to do something good to people. But she is devoted to her. There is no sense about that. A short temper, do not temper when you're being angry about something.
Yes.
There is no anything about anger. But we need to find the evidence about letter C. What is 19? Find any evidence. لبها البلوك. For her mistress would not suffer her to be waked. That means she wouldn't like to wake her. That just means if I wouldn't like to wake you for something to do it for me, that means I wouldn't like to disturb you. That means I respect you. That means I have a good disposition not to disrupt you. That's all. So if you don't know the correct, prove the wrong. Prove the wrong by evidence. But the problem about the vocab. So of course about office here means a position. Okay. Come on, Yusuf. Next one. Your turn. Number 20. Let's study the skill. Equipped here it's a verb. Find the subject, find the verb. So when Mrs. Honor of her own accord attended and had equipped our heroine. So it means has equipped. Can read.
Mister, I think she calmed herself down. Equipped means obtained.
Let's see here equipped. So prepared? I don't think so. Supported, served, provided. So find the subject and the verb and the object. You will catch it in a second.
Provided.
So here she said the subject, Mrs. Honor, attended and do what to our heroines? So she helped her to dress because she was going to do the performing of office of the morning star and had preceded greater glories. You see? So she came to let her to dress to be the morning star. So the best meaning here must be to dress.
Okay.
Because letter A and B, it's too general. Prepared to what exactly? But you're dressing. The letter C, it's all about surface. She's not like a king or servant. We don't have the business, the feeling of business. To provide it does not mean like what does mean exactly provide you, but with what? So be careful about the too general meaning of the word. Feel it? So find
Okay.
subject object can help you. This is the way of vocab, as we did before, and we will do a lot. Again, number 5.
By stating that Sophia's malady was distinguished by restless symptoms of a fever and a mind that was a little affected. Lines 8 to 10. The narrator lays on the groundwork for Sophia's subsequent.
So do you know what means malady? Remember, in word has mal means something bad.
Yes, yes. Like
In word,
malfunction or malaria.
yes, maltreatment, action. Malady as a hair disease. So lions, let's go.
Okay, خلصت.
Now finding evidence.
Mister, I think it's D.
Letter D, no, because letter D, it's
I
it's not.
meant D. No, D.
You mean willingness to yield, but what is the willingness to yield? Do you know to yield? To submit to someone?
Yes.
You wanted to follow others. How?
Oh.
Remember the meaning lays the groundwork for Sophia's subsequent what is after that. What could be after that? What happened after that? Desire to get dressed? Or he mentioned information about C. Urge to set out for London immediately. So this means he should read after these lines because he said here for subsequent. So should read after to know what's going on. So you must read to continue. You know, this is a trap. Do you imagine? So if you continue reading at least one paragraph, you'll find what happened next. So what happened next after that? Desire to get rest? This happened before. Request for a fire not mentioned. Imagine.
Yes, Mr. White.
Let's go to lines. Finding the lines to help. We always need to find the evidence. So what is mentioned about letter C? He mentioned London. So the capital letter. So urge you to set out for. But where is that here?
Sorry, Mr.
Did you find
So
anything?
which question are we like 6?
Yeah, we need evidence for letter C first. How did you know? He mentioned after. If I took this subsequent, it means what is mentioned after this line.
Oh, okay.
So as he mentioned here, Sophia had acquainted her cousin with her design to go to London. And the Mrs. Foster had agreed to accompany her for the arrival of her husband and Anne. So what happened after that? So in spite of her illness, she wanted to do this action. So what is happened after that? There is no any information mentioned except to see. So we always find the evidence for your answer. Now again. Oh, look, effect of imagery and figures. Remember, we don't need figures of speech, we need meaning in these lines. So after reading it very quickly, here we go. So, do we have any information about A? Absolutely.
No.
So A is not evident. Emphasize characters, spirituality.
لا.
This information. What is spirituality here? We're talking about characters, but not spirituality, so this is wrong. Suggest the social status of Sophia. Is it mentioned?
No. No.
So, rock. Remember, we need phrases, words, sentences, clauses about the idea. An impression of Sophia radiant beauty? Yes. But the problem where? Number one, she mentioned here, as she mentioned, look, performed the office of the morning star. Preceded greater glories. Shared the fate of that star were totally eclipsed the moment those glories showed forth. Look again, Sophia never looked more beautiful than she did. Shows we have a lot of details, images, and many literary devices about the radiant beauty. But wait, contrast we don't have any contrast here between darkness and brightness. It's something else.
Okay, Mr. Easy.
Now it's your turn.
In lines 49 to 50, the reference to greater terrors and less terrors serves chiefly to show that Mistress Fitzpatrick Mr. I think it's C.
Why do you think it's C?
So because she's scared of her husband.
So letter C is the best answer. Wait. Here it's letter C. All right. Now, except. Now we test here for structure. Let's go 48. Now, let's find the evidence. Do we have any ideas about abrasiveness?
Mm. Yes.
So we have. So we need something except. Do we have information about some of behavior is difficult for observer to understand? Yes, we have. Can you نفذ again if you wish?
استعرضت. We do here at Timorous for the greater terrors.
So that means we have. For literacy,
Yes.
this is that one general human must not believe all that Mrs. says. Do we have any information about that?
Yes.
So where?
Wait, I don't think.
Well, that just means we don't have evidence for this. We could be accept, but wait, we have information supporting the narrative view that lacks self-assurance.
I think yes.
So unreasonable, and these lesser terrors of I know not what operated so strongly. So this means not lack self-assurance. Provide evidence of Mrs. Indecisiveness. Yes, she not know what operated yet. That she earnestly entreated her cousins to stay still the next, not expose herself to these dangers. So look, no self-assurance, not indecisive. This means all of them mentioned, but he didn't mention that one should not believe or must not believe. So letter C, accept. So your job, find the evidence for the answer. That's all, but read very quickly. Now the description. Let's read. Evidence.
Yes.
So what is the answer?
I think it's B.
B, maybe, but it contradicts one of the passage main purposes. As you know, the depiction or portrayal Sophia in the best possible light. So how be? I said Sophia lacked determination, but she was determined. So you can read again.
Yes.
Yeah, if I mentioned to you in the question two lines, for example, like that, you should read the whole paragraph. Because this one, the topic center of the paragraph could be explained or paraphrased or expanded. So now we need to find evidence in this paragraph. For letter C, it's opposite. But look for letter E, showing that Sophia was extremely flexible and soft at heart. To have evidence, so look for this as part. She could not neither laugh or reason her cousins out of the apprehension. So I cannot laugh at your apprehensions. You see? That is means refers to the flexible and soft heart.
Yes.
But at least you delete letter D, there is no evidence. She was less eccentric than Mrs. No comparison about them. Alright, so letter A is the best answer. Why not? Let's try again.
Okay.
Yeah, hear about true or false.
No, it's 58 to 50 to 70 of the passage indicate that the speaker believes which of the following to be true of Sophia.
Oh, let's find the evidence. Do we have any information about developing a charm and a good relationship? So we don't have any development or talking about this point. You know, affability just from the word affair, affair just like love relations. So he's wrong. She has a secret affection for Mrs. Not supported. She has grown weary. So how? Always find evidence for the answer. She has a mean bad streak hidden beneath her charm. Look for letter E, supported. She does not know her own mind
When it
when it
comes to
comes
John.
to catch it, as he mentioned at the end. The wish from the reader, as it was one of those secret spontaneous emotions, the soul. The reason is often to feel it. This mentioned. Okay, so that this means, okay, you did your best. Let's try.
Yeah, I think it's dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction.
So they want to make it a wrong with her surroundings. So during her visit only, not general in the paragraph. So you can read.
Yes. Sophia that she ravished the landlady, the highest degree, and that good woman concluding that she had attended Jenny Cameron. Mr. I read it.
One, go for the question. I sent you the PDF. Find any evidence. Unsureness about what to do next. Maybe. But we need
Maybe.
it. But the problem here for this is one, such chums were there in the office, all right. But concluding she had attended Jenny became a moment, well, to affability to have any evidence about letter B.
Hmm. Yeah, Mister, I think it's gonna be. So I think it's C.
You think it's C? What is your evidence? How impatient with each other? Where? Where?
No, no, Mister. Why would it be impatience? So apprehensions. I think it's anxiety, right?
An anxiety over offending other travelers? There is no information about offending. You know, offending breaks the rules of manners. So there is no E. Preoccupation with feeling safe and
Oh,
secure.
Mister, it's D.
D wrong. Impatience wrong. It's letter B. But the problem, where is the evidence? Well, that is the problem. Look, during her visit. So during the visit, what is the state of mind can be characterized by? Always look for evidence in the text about it. Let's go for this as part. She is not sure. She is indecisive what to do.
Yes.
Let's see for this one. Perhaps indeed, had she, if, remember this structure? If she had known of her father's arrival in Upton, it might have been more difficult to have persuaded her. For because, as to Jones, she had no greater horror at the thoughts of being overtaken by him. No, you see, nay, to confess the truth. You see, again, I might honestly enough have concealed this wish from the reader. That means she wouldn't like to go there. So she's indecisive what to do exactly. To go to meet father's arrival or to stay with her or what to do. So this means here she doesn't. If you don't know B, prove that the other one not evident. And already he mentioned in the previous lines about indecisiveness. She doesn't know what to do exactly. Feel it?
Yes.
One. Now you can read for number 12 until I send you a new link. Give me 1 second.
Okay.